Alrighty then, hey, this is Wentus yet again, and I'm going to be continuing my Let's Play of Persona 3 FES. Last time, we got more done in Tartarus than I think I've ever done in a single night, and on top of all that, well, I didn't really list what we got done. We got done with two floor bosses, and got done, I believe, 3 requests for Elizabeth, and we did it all without getting tired, so that was one really efficient night. And right now, we're going to be taking care of those requests right now. Now, before we get any further, I do want to bring up one quick thing. I kind of have a really bad headache that I haven't been able to get rid of all day. Tylenol is not helping, so I might get distracted by that every once in a while. Either way, let's go ahead and turn this request first. Oh wait, we don't need to turn that in just yet. We also have completed performing Jack Brothers, which I will turn in right now. Yeah, charming is an interesting word for it. Apparently it makes people fall down. Yeah, that's done. And we get 5 Bufala gems. Not bad. Sword that heals illness. Interesting. Well, for that we get a Sword of King, which we're probably not going to use till very, very late in the game. Now, there's actually one other thing that we can do right now. I'm going to go ahead and accept... Well, I'll wait off on that. The other things we're capable of doing now, we can get a Platinum Watch tomorrow, which I'm not going to get... Yeah, I'll probably get that after school, actually. Justice is the next thing we need to perform, and... have we gotten the right personas for that yet? I know... Clearly, they're both of the Justice Arcana. No, we don't quite have what we need for that, but we can very soon. Instead, we are going to accept Vitala, I keep mispronouncing that as it turns out, I didn't notice there's an A in the middle. But Vitala with Moragi is something we can easily fuse right now. All we need to do is fuse, let's see, Inugami with Pyrojack, if I recall correctly. And Pyrojack has Moragi from the start, and I believe we have an Inugami right now. Don't we? Do we not have an Inugami? Oh no, we got Take Minakata instead of Inugami. Whoops. Well, I suppose that's one way to get Vitella. There we go. Actually, this is not a bad persona. It has Dodge Wind on a persona that's naturally weak to wind, Moragi and Tarunda. Yeah, I actually think I'll keep this persona. And it's not gonna be the highest level. Actually, I think it'll be the highest level persona we have now that I think of it. Yeah, this one is a Devil Arcana persona, so... Yeah, we don't technically need to keep it around for social link purposes, but I think I'll keep it around anyway just because it's pretty powerful. Still, we may as well turn that request right now. That actually took a lot longer than it should have. But, oh well. Yep, Vitala with Moragi. Oh, now we can create King Frost. Awesome. King Frost is a pretty powerful persona, but I don't think we'll be able to make it for a while. I want to say it's like a level 40 or something like that. Either way, let's go ahead and register our new Vitala. And I believe there's one other thing we can do. I might be mistaken, though. Feed the cat, perform justice. You know what? I'm going to have to buy back my Hangman persona anyway, so I may as well do some buybacks and get the personas necessary for this. So I'm going to fuse that real quick. Okay, so I decided to fuse away my Aremetama and Omoikane. This gets us Archangel, which is actually one of our level 10 social links, so this is actually going to be a really strong persona, despite it being level 10. It'll probably be pretty close to on par with our other personas. At the very least, it's going to unlock all of its skills. Still, if we go with this one and Angel into battle, that will allow us to use the skill Justice. Angel and Archangel, simple as that.
2 enemies.
Alright, got into a fight with the first enemies I could find. Just need to switch over to Archangel or Angel, doesn't really matter which. And we can now use Justice, which does... It halves all foes' HP via light magic. Not that great of an attack, especially for 51 SP. So yeah, You think, wow, that could be really useful in very specific situations. Yeah, it could be against like a boss, except bosses are immune to light magic, so... Actually, I don't know if this can miss, so if this can't miss, then I guess it would be useful against some later enemies. But, all in all, I don't think it's really that worth it. Especially not against these simple mines. Now to just turn in that request. Fair enough. 5 Garula gems, not bad, and those can be useful in certain boss fights. Now, let's take a look at the next things they've opened up for us. Frolic. I don't think we can technically do that one yet, but that gets us 5 bead chains, which is amazing. I know that one requires, yeah, Pixie and a persona that I don't think we have yet. I know it's a Lover's Arcana persona. Can we fuse it yet, though? We could fuse that. But you know what? I think we spent enough time in Tartarus for one night, so I'm going to not do that till later. Next thing on the fusion request, though, is Orthrus with Dodge Slash. That we can't actually even fuse until we're level 28 at least. So we're going to save that for another time. Oh wait, I shouldn't have left just yet, because I do need to rearrange my personas a little bit to prepare for the coming day. So, I'll meet you guys after I do that. Okay, after everything's been said and done, this is what my personas are looking like. I have one of every Arcana that I could possibly need for, like, I think the next month or so. Then again, the next month is going to be a bit different, but you'll see. Those personas should last us for quite some time, though. Let's go ahead and head out of Tartarus after 25 minutes of prep work, most of which has been off-screen. We can finally leave Tartarus. Let's go. Sadly, we lose our great condition, but hey, at least we didn't end up tired. That's better than we usually get. Oh, instantly into class, okay. That's really weird. Normally, we are in front of the school first. Uh-huh. Medieval Europe, fun. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of glance over this guy's text and talk about something more interesting. I guess I'll talk about a show I've been watching recently. I actually, just before recording this, was watching a show called School Live. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be School Live or School Live. Either way, that show is phenomenal. It's actually, well, not phenomenal. It's really good so far, and very worth watching. It's, I don't even know how to describe it exactly. Definitely a moe type show. Maybe I'm just too into cutesy things, but there's actually a surprising amount of character development in it. So, yeah, School Live. I highly recommend checking it out. Although, I don't know. Whenever I've looked it up on boards, I've unfortunately found a lot of people spoiling it, which is no fun. If you want to know whether you should watch the show or not, I recommend just watching the first episode and judging for yourself. There's nothing like fan servicey in it, or at least no ecchi in it, at least. So, I recommend watching it and judging for yourself. Yeah, I'm definitely still awake, not daydreaming at all. And definitely not talking about something completely unrelated to school and magic. Yes, it's always going to be asking me, so let's see what you got. Mythical study of Jewish text, that is Kabbalah. I don't know, Kabbalah always sounds weird to me. Not to be disrespectful to anyone or anything like that, but I don't know, Kabbalah is just, it's a funny word to me. Yep, Grimoires, yeah. I want to say that Grimoire thing wasn't going to be on the exam, actually. Well, Pointless Charm, that's done with. Now, after school today, we actually have something kind of special for today. It's something I haven't brought up in a long time, because, well, our school social links aren't available at all anymore. So, yeah, just wanted to show the hallway to prove to you that none of them are there. Let's go ahead and talk to the student with glasses, and he is going to direct us to somewhere. Wait, I forgot. There's something we need to do before we end up going to that special place. Unfortunately, this puts us in front of the school. Is that? No, it's not. That's just a random male student. Never mind. There is a request that I actually accepted off screen, and that was for funky school music. We're doing a lot of requests this episode, and we did a lot last episode, so hey, at least we're getting progress in that sense. Let's see, I can't ever remember where this room is. I don't think it's here. Strangely enough, the funky school music request, I don't believe it has to do... Yeah, it has nothing to do with actual music. What it actually has to do with is the announcement room, if I recall, which I want to say is down this way? I always have trouble finding this, I apologize. Let's see, nurse's office, no. Library, no. Where is it? I could have sworn it was on the first floor. Maybe it's on the second floor after all. By the way, something that kind of seems strange to me, this school seems huge from the outside, yet it only has 2 floors. That always struck me as odd. No, not student council. PA room, that's it. Yep, bizarre music is playing inside, called GeckoCon Boogie. I can't even begin to explain why we'd have something like that. And yes, let's go ahead in. They think the music's weird. Yeah. Yep, I want it. I want to give it to a crazy woman. She's gonna give me stuff for it, so yeah. In fact, if I recall correctly, she's giving me another piece of school property as reward. Yeah, if I recall, yeah, it definitely is. We're actually gonna get a new weapon type from this called an axe. An axe is called a bus stop sign. Of course, normally axes will be a wee bit different from this, but this particular one is going to be a bus stop sign, and it actually does say GeckoCon High on it. So, just interesting little detail there. We're not going to turn that in just yet, though. I have something else to do. First, we're going to go by Port Island Station. And, you can probably guess why, we're going to feed the cat. Well, with that done, we're actually going to be going to Naganaki Shrine for something we haven't done in a very long time. You guys might remember, there was an adorable little girl here that we were spending time with and giving foods that she probably should be eating. Octopus that probably is an octopus, and was essentially Red Bull. We're really good role models. Yes, let's play. Perfect thing to title this. Yeah, I want to go home. No, that's not going to be the choice. Let's go to the jungle gym. I always like jungle gyms. I don't know, it doesn't matter how old I get. I'm always fascinated by those things. I see. Yeah, I see no problem with it. And with this, we've started to get to know Maiko, the grade schooler. You guys may have guessed this by looking at what personas I have now, but this is a brand new social link of the Hanged Man Arcana. I really love this social link. Maiko is one of my favorite characters in this game, mostly because she's pretty relatable. Moving on from that, though, let's go ahead and see this particular rank finished up. This is just rank 1, just basic introductions. We're going to be spending a lot more time with her soon, though. She is one of the other social links that's available during exams other than the elderly couple. So yeah, she's a really good option for that. Well, I can't say for sure what's going to happen, but I hope the very best for you. Yeah, we'll spend time together again. We should definitely spend some more time with her.
Sup, dude?
Hey, what's up? Yeah, bullshit. Wait, did he actually leave? Well, it's a good thing I decided to go to Taurus last night because tonight was going to be my other option for it. I should not have been drinking water while doing that because I actually kind of choked on it a bit. I hope that doesn't mess with my voice too much. Either way, tonight we are going to be heading out, but first I'm actually going to save because I noticed I didn't save after leaving, or before leaving Tartarus, so I may as well get another save slot going. If I think about it, actually, isn't this our first night out since the full moon? No, I don't think it is. Yeah, it definitely isn't. So, let's go ahead out, and tonight's Friday, so I think we'll spend time with Mr. Devilman. I feel bad for always calling that. I know his name is Tanaka, but I always say Mr. Devilman. I don't know why. Oh, he's not here. Well then, I guess we're going to go spend time with Mr. Monkman then. What's bad is I'm actually blanking on his name. Mutatsu, of course. So yeah, let's spend time with Mutatsu. At least he's amused by us. Oh, we're actually just spending time. I did not realize. This happens quite often when spending time with Mutatsu. We don't get a guaranteed rank up every time. I'm pretty sure that every time we spend time with Tanaka, we actually get a guaranteed rank up, though. Yeah, exams are coming up, so we need to study. I don't think we're going to get to the next academics rank before exams, just because I feel like I was really off with my prediction of when our academics was... Oh, fantastic. Again, I'm glad I went to Tartarus when I did. I can't believe we're actually already done with everything to do with Tartarus, and all limited time Elizabeth requests a full month before we need to get new, before the deadline would be. So this is actually really crazy. Serious music. Let me guess, Junpei, you're nervous about exams? You actually studied last night. That was crazy. Yeah, been studying nonstop. Okay. Wait, if you don't care, then why'd you ask? Whatever. Junpei's been acting weird. Oh yeah, more school session. Mr. Ono, you know, I just realized something that I'm going to need to do during this exam week. I'm pretty sure there's going to be classes like every day, so I'm actually going to have to come up with conversation topics for like every class period. And I don't have anything planned for this particular class period. It's kind of awkward. Oh, thank God, it's already almost over. What title did he claim for himself? He claimed his title of Satan. No, he got Imperial Prince. Oh, good to know. It's definitely not Satan. I guess we finally got into the part in history where Mr. Ono's interested in. I don't know, I feel bad not really paying attention to Mr. Ono. I mean, he's kind of an interesting teacher, just because of his massive obsession with the Sengoku era. But, I don't know. Oh, we actually have something after school today. I don't hear the usual music from the Velvet Room, so that's not Elizabeth calling me. Akihiko. Oh, why is Ikutsuki coming tonight? Okay, I said at the beginning of this game that Ikutsuki is not that difficult to pronounce, but I just fumbled on it, so I guess I stand corrected. So, I guess he has something to tell us tonight. Oh, and classes have ended, so you may have guessed this already from what I said yesterday, but today we're going to be spending time with Maiko once again. But first, I'd like to go by the nurse softs and get my free item, and also go by the bathroom and hopefully remove this tiredness. Hey, the cat is contented. It's purring loudly, it seems happy, and has regained all energy by eating cat food, so we don't need to feed it anymore. Feeding the cat is done. I was going to cut that out entirely, but hey, the cat is actually done. We're finished with that. But unfortunately, with the restroom, we did not get non-tired anymore, and we also did not get anything useful from the nurse. I actually got another powerful drug, which I don't think is actually usable past that request. So that's a shame. But since we have 2 requests turned in, I figure we may as well go by the Velvet Room and get those taken care of. Let's see what Elizabeth has to say about these ones. Honestly, Elizabeth's text is some of my favorite in the game. She's a very interesting character, and I love her voice and, well, design and everything about her. She's one of my favorite characters in video games in general, not just Persona. No, in fact, the teacher seemed to be surprised that it existed. Uh, that hurts. That physically hurts me to hear. Just reading that physically hurts me. Yeah, go for it. Uh-huh. Yes, I can honestly believe you just walking out of the Velvet Room briefly and ripping that out of the ground as a souvenir. Wait. If you haven't seen them in their natural environment, where the hell did you get that? Did some other guest of the Velvet Room just kind of step by and say, "Here, have a bus fucking stop sign"? What? I'm seriously confused at this. And if you look at the text, it is from GeckoCon High, so why? How? Of all the things that she's done, this has confused me the most. And yes, we successfully fed the hungry cat. I always like helping stray animals as well. Oftentimes I'll end up feeding them, like cats especially, will end up coming to my yard because I keep putting food out, but I don't let them inside. They just kind of become semi-pets. I don't name them, they just are better taken care of. I don't recommend doing that though, it ends up costing you a lot in cat food. But either way, yeah, Frolic, nothing new. Oh, of course, I forgot to grab the Platinum Watch. I'll just go ahead and get that real quick. Okay, never mind, we actually can't get it until we're level 28. My bad, I completely forgot about that. For some reason I thought you got it at like level 20 actually is what I thought it was originally. Oh well, at least we got 2 requests done. I think we got done like, what, 5, 6 requests in one episode? This has just been a questing session, hasn't it? Either way, Maiko's here and she's officially labeled as a social link. Let's spend time with her. Also, one thing I want to point out, the persona we have to match her are some of the creepiest ones in the game. There's Inugami, that's that weird snake-like dog thing, and then Take Minataka, or I think that's what it was, that is like this weird soldier or demon because it has horns with its arms cut off. The Hanged Man is usually something pretty dark too, so yeah. Wild Duck Burger somewhat terrifies me, it's similar to McDonald's, but sure, let's go. Actually, according to a friend of mine in my Japanese class today, they supposedly saw a video where someone took a French fry from McDonald's and smoked it like a cigarette. That's interesting, but it doesn't surprise me even remotely with how much grease is on those things. Yeah, we get to have a nice meal with Maiko, and this might seem odd. We're taking a random elementary schooler out to eat. And we just met her. It occurs to me that this might look very, very strange. I see. The truth is, they probably fell out of love. Sorry, I don't want to make it worse. They don't hate you at all. Trust me, it's definitely the opposite of that. You know, sometimes kids need a good cry. No, it's not embarrassing. It's fine. Divorce is not an easy thing for a kid to go through. Especially at her age. I mean, in my case, my parents got divorced when I was very, very young, and well, some things happened afterwards, and I barely remember it, but I'd rather not remember it. But I didn't go through the process of the divorce actually happening until it happened before I was even in elementary school. So it's always been kind of the norm for me, so I really feel sorry for her having to deal with it at such a young age, but still old enough to really understand what's going on. All we can do, though, is support her through this time. Oh yeah, Ikusuki had something for us.
So that's what happened on the night of the 7th.
Night of the 7th? The full moon?
It was a difficult operation.
Oh, we were reporting to him. Okay, that makes sense.
I see. They're getting tougher.
Yeah, and again, there were 2 of them at a time this time.
But it's not all bad news. I called today's meeting because...
I'm sorry. Before we go on, I'd like to ask Mitsuru-senpai something.
Me?
Since I've joined, so many things have happened. I went along with it without really understanding what was going on. But now, I need to know. I'm gonna ask you straight out. You've been hiding something from us, haven't you, Senpai? You act like you don't know anything about the Dark Hour in Tartarus. But they're related to that accident 10 years ago, aren't they?
What accident?
The one we've been hearing about recently.
There was an explosion near our school, and a lot of people died. It must have been big news back then. You know about it, don't you?
Yes.
Luckily, no students were injured. But, around the same time, a large number of students were recorded as absent. Seems like more than just a coincidence.
What do you mean?
I dug up some old school records and found something interesting. The students who were absent, they all collapsed suddenly and had to be hospitalized. Sound familiar?
Apathy syndrome.
You know, like the girls who bullied Fuka. There has to be an explanation. What really happened on the day of that accident? The Kirijo group built our school, so you must know something. Tell me the truth.
I wasn't trying to hide anything from you. It just never seemed relevant. But
It's okay. It's not your fault.
all right, I'll tell you the whole story. The shadows have many mysterious abilities. Some research indicates that they can even affect time and space. We think of them as our enemies, but what if we could somehow use them to our advantage? They would be a source of unimaginable power, wouldn't they?
What?
14 years ago, one man pursued that line of thinking. He was the former leader of the Kirijo group, Koetsu Kirijo. My grandfather. My grandfather was obsessed with shadows. He wanted to harness their power and create something extraordinary.
Harness their power?
He assembled a team of scientists, and over several years collected a significant number of shadows.
He what? Damn, that's freaking crazy!
However, 10 years ago, during the final stages of the experiment, they lost control of the shadow's power. Consequently, the nature of the world was altered.
You mean?
Yes, Tartarus and the Dark Hour. By their account, the mass of shadows they collected split into several large ones that then dispersed. These are the shadows we've been encountering on nights when the moon is full.
Is that why they've appeared in different places? Wait a minute. If what you said is true, then why did our school turn into Tartarus? Don't tell me. That's where they conducted the experiment?
Yes.
Then, those students who were hospitalized...
I'm afraid it's just as you're thinking. Port Island must have been an ideal location for them. It was a highly populated area, and the Kirijo group had influence there. They could do as they pleased. As you guessed, the experiment 10 years ago was conducted at Gekukan High School.
Does that mean all we've been doing is cleaning up their mess? You lied to us? You knew, too, didn't you, Senpai? They've just been using us. Or do you not care as long as you get to fight?
That's not true. I have my reasons.
Think what you'd like. It was my decision not to share that information. I'm sorry. I never intended to deceive you. Convincing you to join FES was my highest priority. As absurd as it may seem, only we, with our personas, can fight the shadows.
How could you?
Besides, some of us were never given a choice.
Mitsuru, don't.
Yukari, it's those in the past who are to blame. And they lost their lives as a result of what they did. We're all in the same boat here. None of us deserve the burden that's been thrust upon us.
But...
It's been 10 years since that incident. No one knows why those shadows suddenly returned. But since they're active, at least we can find and destroy them.
Regardless of whether it's our fault, whether we were deceived or not, we need to continue down this path. Otherwise, everyone else will suffer for our choice not to fight.
Do you realize what this means? What if I told you that those 12 shadows are the cause of everything?
Then if we defeat them all, Tartarus and the Dark Hour will disappear?
Exactly. That's what I was going to tell you earlier. See, it's good news, isn't it?
is that true?
There's evidence to support it. Now, our true battle begins. Regardless of what's happened in the past, we must fight to protect the people. The shadows are gaining strength. We can't afford to just wait for them. And there are many mysteries still surrounding Tartarus. Why did such a gigantic structure appear in the first place? The answer must lie within it.
Well, with that huge revelation of what happened in the past and what our future holds, I think this is a good time to end the episode off. So, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time we continue this game of Persona 3 FES. See you then.